today's craft, you will need a glue stick, a Sharpie marker, a pair of scissors, a safety pin, and a red piece of construction paper. Hello, bonjour, and tanse everyone. My name is Pearl and welcome back to another virtual Sunday school. I'm so excited to have you here with me today because we are going to read a story about generosity. Now, this is another story about Jesus, but it's also the story of an old woman. So we are going to read that story now. "Look at me," said a rich man. "See how much money I'm giving to God?" The man put a big bag of gold coins into a box in a church. Jesus and his friends were watching. They were sitting in the temple where there were boxes for people to put money into. The money was to pay for things in the temple, such as fixing the walls or buying food for people who worked there. Jesus was glad that people were giving money to the temple, but Jesus didn't like the way some people bragged about how much they gave. "I'm giving even more money than that," said another rich man as he put a bigger bag of money into the box. Jesus shook his head. He was sad. Then a woman came by, a woman who didn't have any family. She was very poor, and all she had were 2 tiny little coins. When she thought nobody was looking, she put the money into the boxes. "Look," Jesus said to his friends, "she gave the biggest gift of all." "But all she put in there were 2 tiny coins," said Jesus' friends. "It is easy for rich people to put in those bags of money," said Jesus, "because they still have lots more money at home. It's very hard for the woman to give those 2 small coins." "But when those rich men go home tonight," said Jesus, "they will have lots to eat. Lots. But who will care for this poor woman who has given all that she had?" That was an interesting story. Jesus has a lot of interesting stories to tell, but that one was about generosity. It was about giving. Have you ever given things to other people? Jesus is right. When you're rich, like a millionaire or even a billionaire, you have lots of money to give away, and sometimes you can give away hundreds of dollars and you don't even notice. But when you're poor, you don't have as much money to give away. And the money that you do have, you need to buy clothes and food. Jesus has a point. People who only have a little bit, but they still have a little bit to give, those people are the most generous. Today we're going to do a craft about Remembrance Day. And I know that kind of has nothing to do with the story we just told, but Remembrance Day is coming up and I wanted to do a craft on it. I think it's important to acknowledge Remembrance Day and remember Remembrance Day. So let's all go to the craft table, everyone. Come on. Welcome back to the craft table, everyone. I'm so excited to have you here with me today. Now, today we are going to make some poppies. So Remembrance Day is coming up, and that's the day we remember soldiers who fought for our country to keep us safe and happy and at peace. So we are going to make some poppies to remember them by. A poppy is a red flower, and we wear them just to say thank you and say that we remember. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fold this piece of paper. You're going to fold it in half, and you're actually going to cut the 2 halves apart. And you're going to take 1 half and fold it, how many times? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We're going to fold it 3 times until it's a small little rectangle. And if you like, you can look on this end and you can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 layers to this fold, and that's exactly what we want. So you're going to take that end that has no folded edges, like this is a folded edge, this is a folded edge, these are folded edges, but you're going to take the side that doesn't have any folded edges, it's just paper, and you're going to put it down towards you. Then you can take your Sharpie marker and we're going to draw one flower petal, one poppy flower petal. And it looks a little something like this. And once you have that drawn on, it looks maybe a bit like an apple. Once you have that drawn on, you can cut it out, and we're going to cut through all the layers of paper. So if you need a pair of strong scissors, go get your strong scissors, and maybe a parent or an older sibling like a brother or sister can help. Ta-da! And now we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 flower petals. Fantastic. And we can move those off to the side for now. This can go right into the recycling because I don't think we can use this paper anymore. I don't know what we could use with it. So our next step is to take that other half of our piece of red paper, and you're going to take your Sharpie marker and we're going to draw 2 circles. One circle is going to be about this big, kind of a big circle. The other circle is going to be small. And we're going to take our Sharpie and we're going to color in the small circle. You can also use a black marker for this if you don't want to use your Sharpie, but we want that small circle to be black. There we go. And we're going to cut those 2 circles out. Now we're going to put those off to the side. I'll make sure this is on here so I don't lose it on the dark table. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this paper and fold it in half. Because we have 8 flower petals, but we actually want 10. So we're going to take our flower petal from before and we're going to trace it onto this new piece of paper. And once that's traced on, we can cut it out. And you're going to cut again through both layers of paper. Ta-da! And now we have 2 more flower petals. So we can take this and we'll put it aside for now. We might be able to use it in another craft. So now it's time to assemble. So you're going to take your large red circle and you're going to start gluing flower petals to it. Now we want 5 flower petals glued around and then 5 on top of those. So let's do 5 around. And you're just going to put a little bit of glue on the edge of your petal and stick it down to the center. All right, and now that you have 5 flower petals glued down, we're going to put the other 5 just on top of those. So just in between each one. See how I have one there and I put one here? You're going to do that also all the way around. Okay, and once you have all of your flower petals glued down like so, you're going to take the small black circle that we cut out earlier and you're going to glue it right to the center. Make sure you glue it black side up so we can see it. Perfect. And now you have a wonderful poppy. But wait, there's one more step. Remember, we still have a safety pin. So we are going to flip our poppy over and see, you can see our big red circle still. And we are going to tape or staple our safety pin to that big red circle. So I have a couple of pieces of tape here waiting, and we're going to take our safety pin and we're going to take the side that doesn't move. So this is the edge that moves, this one here. And we are going to take the edge that doesn't move and put some tape on it, like so. You want to be careful to make sure that the tape doesn't stick to itself or to each other. Once you have some tape on it, you are going to tape it down onto that big red circle. And make sure it's really down tight. And now you have a safety pin on your poppies. You can open it and close it, and it still stays on that beautiful paper poppy we made. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I had so much fun with you all reading that story about the rich people and the poor people, and also making this wonderful craft. And you can wear your little poppy on the left side of your shirt, just like this, right over your heart. And you can wear it to school or around the house, and you can keep it for a long, long time. I had so much fun with you all today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And remember, God loves you very much, and you should love yourself too. Bye-bye.